Prepare for a practice of meditation. So finding a comfortable position now, perhaps lying on a mat on the floor or sitting in a chair or meditation stool. And if you're sitting in a chair, having the knees hip width apart, ankles hip width apart, and the feet flat on the floor. The spine rising tall out of the stable base of the body. And allowing this posture to reflect a sense of alertness. Let this way you choose to sit now reflect your intention to be attentive and awake, but not so stiff that you feel tensed up. So allowing a sense of ease and alertness. If lying down, allowing the knees and ankles to be hip width apart and the muscles of the legs to be soft, letting your feet naturally fall away from each other. Arms alongside the body, but not actually making contact with the body, a little bit apart. And making any final adjustments to your position now so that you can be as comfortable and steady as possible. Allowing your eyes to lightly close now if that's comfortable for you, or simply lowering your gaze. And gathering your awareness now down to the connection points between body and floor, or body and chair. All the connection points between body and the floor or chair. Moving right in close and exploring, feeling into those sensations. And now feeling into both feet and ankles. Noticing all the physical sensations arising in the feet and ankles in this moment. Any and all sensations, moment by moment. And noticing how these sensations continuously arise and dissolve, always changing. And if there are no sensations, that's fine. Just noticing a blankness. We're not trying to make any sensations happen. We're simply paying attention to what's already here to be felt. And now expanding your attention further to take in the lower legs. and the knees. The backs of the knees, the sides, and the front. Perhaps noticing the touch of fabrics on skin, a sense of temperature, and any other sensations. Expanding out a little further now to take in the whole legs. So the whole legs from the hips all the way down to the toes. The right leg and the left leg. Holding both legs now center stage in awareness, and everything else just drops away. Now moving attention up to the pelvis and hips. What can you feel right now in the pelvis and hips? There's no need to think about or have any mental commentary about what you feel, but simply coming to the immediate and direct sensate experience of feeling into what's arising here in the pelvis and hips. And then moving up to the abdomen. Noticing the gentle rhythm of the breath, rising and falling. And any other sensations. And including now the lower back, the sides of the abdomen. And then gradually moving up the torso to the chest, sides of the chest, and also the upper back, the whole top of the torso. Noticing all the physical sensations in this region of the body as the body continues to breathe. Perhaps noticing subtle changes in pressure between the upper torso and the chair or floor if lying down. Subtle changes in pressure as the body breathes. Noticing also the shoulders. Expanding attention now to include the whole right arm. The whole right arm. connection points with the body or floor. Position of each and every finger. Whole left arm. And both arms together. And then moving up the shoulders to the neck. Feeling the breath moving through. Touch of fabrics or perhaps hair on the back of the neck. And any other sensations here. And then moving up to the face. The eyes and eye sockets. The nose and cheeks. The jaw. And perhaps noticing if there is any tension held in the jaw or the little muscles around the eyes, and seeing if it's natural to soften as you bring awareness to the tension. And the whole head now. The whole head. And now beginning to expand attention until you're holding the whole body in awareness now. Holding the whole body in awareness. Flooding the body with awareness from the tips of the toes to the crown of the head and each and every finger. Tuning into the field of unfolding sensations in the body. And seeing if it's possible to allow these sensations to just be as they are. So not trying to control anything, and letting go, if you can, of any idea of wanting things to be different. And instead, meeting these sensations as they are in this moment, with a sense of letting them be. Being fully alive to the sensations arising in the whole body. And now bringing the focus down to the navel center. And tuning into the rhythmic sensations here as the breath moves into and out of the body, the gentle rise and fall of the belly. And if you like, you can place your hand here for a few breaths and feel the abdomen rising and falling with the breath. And not trying to control the breath in any way. Just letting the body breathe in its own way as you observe. Following the journey of the breath for the full duration of each breath, the whole length of the inhale and the full duration of the exhale, perhaps noticing the little pauses at the beginning and end of the breath. Staying in touch, breath by breath, moment by moment. Sooner or later, you may find that the mind wanders away from the breath and slips into thinking, planning, replaying things, or imagining scenarios. And when this happens, there's no need to criticize yourself. Simply registering where the mind has wandered to, and then gently guiding attention back to the breath as many times as you need to. The sensations of breath moving in the belly, rising and falling, continuously changing. And coming back to the breath whenever you notice the mind has wandered. Mind wandering may happen again and again, and that's fine. So each time remembering that the aim is simply to notice where the mind has been, and then gently guide your focus back to the breath in the belly. And letting go of this attending to the breath now and expanding awareness to take in the sensation of your whole body sitting here or lying here in this posture you've chosen. Reconnecting once again with sense of your whole body sitting here breathing. Perhaps noticing the texture of clothing on skin, connection points between your body and the floor. And also now, taking in any sounds of the day. Recall the time of day. And know that you've been practicing a meditation, and this practice is now coming to a close, so having a sense of deliberately externalizing your awareness, getting ready to engage with daily life. And as you begin to bring a little bit of movement into fingers and toes, getting ready to close this practice, remembering that at any time today, as you're going about daily life, the breath is always available to you as an anchor to bring you back to yourself in the present moment. Always here as an anchor, back to this place of deep stillness and peace within you.